I hope you enjoy this bonus content from our Carefree and Conscious podcast with me, Susanne Wilson, and my special guest, Sonia Rinaldi. Please watch on a big screen if you can, as it is easier to see the video and pictures from instrumental transcommunication. Remember to like and subscribe.
Another thing that I made also in the same event was testing with another student here, this blonde lady, and I was using vapor. These things here down that you may see are humidifiers, and so that the other side could manipulate and design over the vapor. And this appeared in front of the student. This case was curious because when this lady, she was already in the room when I entered, and she just looked at me and she said, "Will my son appear?" I said, "Oh my God, obviously I don't know. I have no idea if he will appear. We never know." And when I recorded with her, look,
Oh my
in the
gosh.
cloth, I was holding, this is my arm here, and this is me. It is dark, but it is me, and this is my arm holding the cloth. And later, obviously, she sent the picture of her son.
Oh,
And
that's amazing.
we're nearly ending. This is just to show that pets also appear. And this is our catalog of unknowns, which has been calling attention of the persons, because many times you can recognize, because we get put together all trans images that we don't know who they are, and we make a catalog. And in this one, this is the last one, there are 200 faces that we didn't know, and many are being recognized. And look at this. This is the trans image at left of this girl that we have never heard, and she passed it at the age of 12. Observe that it is very similar. This is another person that was recognized in our catalog. And so that the mother sent the photos saying, "Oh, I recognized my son, my daughter." So that is just to show a little bit, that is what I have been doing. This was, I also brought the video so that the persons may know that this is not only an image that could be done in Photoshop. So this was a phenomenon that happened also in New Orleans. This was a student, and I was holding the cloth behind her, and they started creating faces over the cloth while I will move the cloth and come closer to her. You see that it has the open eyes opened, and here he closes the eyes. And this is the video for you to see. So you see that I was holding transparent cloth,
Okay.
and they start forming the faces. And one thing that I was questioning in that presentation in New Orleans was why all of a sudden the ultraterrestrials decided to appear in US. That was,
That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
why? Because there's a lot of bereaved people. Like you say, you get a lot pulled into the loved ones, let the loved ones come through because of all the bereaved people. And that's kind of like, that's the gateway. The gateway is, where did my loved one go? They died. You think they died. They just left the body. Where did they go? And that's the gateway to get into this. But for ETs, you're at a conference in New Orleans demonstrating, and all of a sudden ETs decide to take over. I think you're shifted into a different gear here.
yeah. These are, well, I think that the owl
An
is a
owl.
symbol. An owl. It is the symbol of the race that is in the command.
Wow.
So you'll see. Here I also have the video. Also, she was a student. I was behind getting the cloth, and then I come with the cloth.
Uh-huh. So you got the steam going and now the plastic.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Mhm.
And it is so the velocity that they work is something amazing. Look that they start forming a huge.
There we go. Aw,
And it is the only thing that repeats is the house. And
that's wild.
my interpretation is that perhaps these owls are the same symbol that was left in Nazca lines in Peru, of this image here of an owl, a giant owl. And also in Egypt, we could see many compositions of birds and humans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and here I will go fast now. It is just some apparitions in transfigurations. I was filming this lady, and this guy appeared in her place. This phenomenon is called transfiguration.
My
Notice
goodness.
that they, I think they are beautiful. They look a bit like humans, but they have different eyes. And this was me. And
How did you transfigure there?
I,
What was there? What was the medium
I
besides
was
you?
holding a cloth in front of me.
Just a cloth?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
transparent cloth. Here we have another person that was here, and I was using just bubble plast
Oh
over
my
her.
goodness. Bubble wrap in front of her face that brought through that?
Yeah,
That's okay. Are you ever concerned that people in your audience are going to have heart attacks?
that's why I don't talk about it because, but I know that you talk, so I said, okay, let me be brave. This is
Oh my
another. See that
goodness.
it always look like a bird. And many humanoids, let's say, it
Yeah,
is as if they were humans. I don't know if they are from the future or what, but
that looks
they
like
are, they,
a different version of her.
yes, this
Totally.
is another.
Okay, that's cool. These
Uh,
are amazing.
Here you see my arm. I was wearing
Mhm,
some black
mhm.
gloves, and you see my arm holding the cloth in front of my face. These are others. You see always the big eyes of an owl.
Yeah, the eyes are always huge, it seems like.
Yeah, and here you see another race. I have
Yeah.
no idea. I have no idea who they are, but they always have the eyebrow obliques and very
Reminds
clear
me of a
cut.
Vulcan, a
Yeah, and
Vulcan
the
from
ears.
Star Trek.
Yeah, like pointy ears. So it is curious because I think that somehow the artists are inspired by the reality. This was just one day that I had a team, crew filming here in my lab. And behind on the wall, I put a cloth and they designed it over the cloth behind the guys.
Oh my gosh, that looks like an art hanging on the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah,
It
yeah.
just created
Sometimes,
itself.
yeah, depending on what I use. For instance, if I use steam, they can modulate something more 3D, more realistic.
Right.
But if it is just a cloth, like a plane or something, then they just draw,
Okay.
like in bubble plastic also.
Okay.
This was something that I didn't find the video because, but I think it is one of the oldest things that I received, and I think it was something that escaped. I have the impression that this should never come to here, because it is this guy moving in front of some devices, and we have no idea who is him, but he's not human.
It's like he walked in front of the camera and accidentally got his picture taken.
Yeah, I think so. And this is the last one. I had this boy here, and I had a mirror in the floor. So this is the mirror and the
Yeah.
reflecting half of the guy. And
Yeah.
besides him, there appeared this little being. So there are beings of all types, all sizes, and so that's what I brought to share.
Visit our website, carefreemedium.com, or find us on social media at Carefree Medium. Thanks for supporting Carefree and Conscious.